We are fascinated by young people who have emotional and behavioural difficulties, but we're also frightened by them. I'd like to think that the play gives a voice to one of these young people and lets us into the fascination and the fear. I'm Joe Hammond, and I'm the writer of Where the Mangrove Grows. A part of my career for many years has been working with young people who have emotional difficulties and behavioural difficulties within school settings and within care homes. And I think that working with these young people, they've made their way into my imaginative life. I'm drawn to that kind of work. Sean's story is one of neglect. He is currently placed in a children's home, a place that doesn't feel safe for him, around people who he doesn't trust. And the one asset that Sean has that's going to help him survive this situation and fight his way out of it is this incredible, lucid, wild imagination. He finds an escape through this book, and this book becomes ever more real for him, to the point at which the window that he looks out at, he starts to believe that this world of his picture book is coming through the window. That starts to become his method of escape. The play is incredibly dark, as it should be really, for the material and the life that we're covering. It's also, I'd like to think, full of wit and magic.
I'm Bensted, and I'm the producer of Where the Mangrove Grows. We've been really overwhelmed and really excited by the level of support and interest that's already been shown in the production. What we're after now is that final push that will really just help us get it off the ground.
I think the play goes back to when I was 18 and I worked for 6 months as a nursing assistant in a children's psychiatric hospital. And I was probably way too young to be doing that job. I was closer in age to the young people than I was to the adults who were working there. And I found it an incredibly exciting but hard experience. And then many years later, I read an article about the mangrove swamps. It must have been something to do with the way the article talked about this magical world of the mangroves that are half in the sea and half on the land. And the two different ideas came together. The play really is about that fight between this dire, hard world that he knows he faces and this wonderful, beautiful world that he has read about and imagined and exaggerated. And this is what Sean wants. It represents the life that he never quite had. The play is about that fight between those two poles.
We're really hoping that you'll feel excited by what you've heard and that you'd like to come on board and support us.